Hi, it's Marie-Helene with Wisdom and Power Now for Sunday, November the 9th. And I did indicate, I think it was last week, that Mercury was going retrograde. And I believe I said the 7th of November. Well, it's actually today, Sunday, November the 9th. And it'll be retrograde until Sunday, November, well, I'm not sure what date it is, but it'll be retrograde until the 29th of November. So just keep that in mind. It is a time to focus on projects that you have on the table. It can be an extremely productive time to complete what you have started. Not a great time to necessarily start new things, but a wonderful time to get going on things that have been put on the back burner or simply forgotten about, or that you have simply said, oh, not now because I don't feel like it. So today I'm using the Chakra Tarot cards, and I'm also using the Psychic Tarot, which is an oracle deck. It has some tarot cards in it, but the meanings are quite different. So those are the two decks that I'm using, and I'm going to start off with talking about what showed up with the Chakra Tarot. Now, the first card that showed up is the Ace of Cups. Now, the red around this card indicates that it's part of the root chakra, okay? So, and the Ace of Cups is a card of new beginnings, coming from a new relationship, perhaps. It could be love, it could be platonic, it could be new friendship, but it's a cup of new emotions welling up for you. And because of the chakra color red, it's also tied to the first chakra, which is all about our tribe, if you will, where we have come from. Now, what this card indicates is it may be time to leave behind the tribal mentality that you inherited or grew up with, and take a new course in relation to love. So again, the first card, Ace of Cups. The second card is the Eight of Cups. Now, the Eight of Cups is a card that says, I'm leaving the past behind and I'm moving on to a new area of life. It's quite an exciting card, actually, because you're coming from it with some emotional maturity. You're coming at it from emotional stability, if you will. You just recognize that it's time to move on to another dimension or another doorway or something different. So the Ace of Cups, again, moving forward in your life into an area that you may not have explored fully at this time or up until this time. So something new on the horizon for you to jump into or make the move to take that courageous step and move in a new direction, okay? The third card that showed up is Justice, and in this card you'll see that the woman is holding a sword in one hand and scales in the other. So really what this card is indicating is the action needs to be fair and equitable. It needs to be just. Whatever you're doing needs to line up with who you are. This is not a time to be doing something that doesn't resonate with you. So whatever new path you're taking on or looking at, or whatever path you are doing some completion work on, make sure that it aligns with who you are. Again, it's a major arcana, Justice, number 11. The fourth card that showed up is the Three of Swords. Now, the Three of Swords usually indicates some type of mental anguish because it is an air card, and it's often depicted, and as it is in this card, some swords piercing a heart. So there may be some pain associated in terms of this time period for you, but there's a release that's happening. So release it. Let it go. It no longer serves you. Allow the pain to be there. Feel it. Let it move on. It isn't something that you need to stay very attached to. So again, the period of what I'm going to say releasing, and it can be a bit painful, but nevertheless, jump into it, dive into it, have it happen. Three of Swords. The fifth card that showed up is the Ten of Coins. So this is a card of accomplishment, of receiving, and the color around it is yellow. And again, yellow has to do with the power center, the third chakra. So, you know, you have the capacity, you have the resources to actually enable a great deal of abundance in your life in whatever area you choose to have that abundance in. So people think of abundance as financial, but it's far more than that. It's health, it's home, it's family, it's all of those areas. So in relation to having an abundant present for yourself, make sure that you encompass the other areas of your life aside from finances in this card, because you do have really a great place to sort of celebrate the fact that you've been successful, take your wins, ensure that you have maintain the great relationships in your friends and family, make sure that if you have a partner that you're looking after that relationship as well. So again, the 10 of coins. And the last card that showed up is the 7 of Swords. Now, the 7 of Swords is a card that says, you know what, I think it's time to contemplate before I take a lot of action in a different area. So I'm just going to take my time, and I'm going to think about the next steps that I'm going to take. And I'm going to do so fully aware that there is no urgency for me to act right now. So if something is showing up for you and it doesn't feel quite right, take the time. Don't rush into it. Breathe, slow down, think about it, contemplate. Once you have done that, clarity will show up, whether it's time to take action or whether it's time to just let this percolate for a bit. Okay? And as I said earlier, we're entering Mercury retrograde, which is an extremely productive time, and it may be a time not to necessarily generate new projects. Okay? And the last card in terms of the oracle reading is Foundation and Achievement. Foundation and Achievement. Now this is a rather spiritually oriented card, and basically what it's saying is you've got a solid foundation, celebrate your achievements. There might be something more that you want to look at or do. There might be something more that you want to take on, but it may be a time where you just want to relax and enjoy the achievements that you've had. Okay? So again, foundations and achievement, it's number 4, and it indicates that this is a time to actually pause and enjoy what you have in your life. Not a time to push, not a time to get all excited and think, I have to have this happen or I must make this happen. Quite the opposite. Relax and enjoy. So those are the readings, or that's the reading for today. I'll be back again next week. Now, if you like this video, please like and subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to have a reading, the information is in the box below. And I look forward to connecting with you again next week. Thanks. Bye for now.